Is there a context for the speech?
It's basically my coworkers or, coworkers. All right, well, I know it's late, but what if I told you that your children and your future children and or cousins, nephews, nieces, siblings are predisposed to an epidemic? This is called childhood obesity. Childhood obesity in America right now is the highest amongst any other country in the world right now. As you can see, this is from the Centers of Control Disease Prevention. You can see how it's increasingly growing every single year without fail. And this is a huge problem. And as we keep looking at this, I mean, obviously this is a problem. And then there's factors that go into childhood obesity that my colleague for the night began, I guess, earlier talking about. The increased access to the technology, which involves internet, which back in my day used to have maybe an hour a day to get on the computer. Now it's just access all the time to it. Television, video games, iPods, iPads, and of course physical inactivity. Throw in the evolution of childhood obesity, as you can see, a little mix in there. And there's a cure. This cure happens with only an hour, and if you can do this for 1 hour a day, would you want to kill the risk of having psychological, pulmonary, gastrointestinal, renal, musculoskeletal, cardiovascular, and endocrine diseases? I'm sure almost every one of you would say that would definitely be a successful solution to this problem. The solution is Play 60. It's an organization set up by the NFL players, an NFL organization that is mostly built up of volunteers throughout the nation. It's hoping to cut down these numbers that the Centers for Disease Control Prevention actually came out with. These are staggering low numbers. Because I mean, when I was younger, I was outside every single day. I was playing games with my friends. I'd race home. I didn't want to be in school just to get home, Play 60 obviously intends to change these numbers. You can also do this by checking your family's school regulations, because a lot of schools don't have any type of physical activity guidelines, and you can just do this by asking a question, and if they have a problem with it or don't have something set up, you can actually contact Play 60 and they can set this up for your school. What I've learned, a researcher from the University of Albany found out something that I was curious about, honestly, that a parent's dietary and physical activity behaviors impact the children's weight trajectories. I mean, if they see their parents every day on the computer using technology and not encouraging your child or your nephew, your sibling to get outside more often, then obviously they're not, why should they be different than you? Promoting Play 60, professional athletes through the NFL, which a lot of people look to as role models, a lot of young kids that are encouraged in activities, always like to see someone that is professional. Like I always had professional athletes are always my role models, so I'm sure other people these days are, feeling the same way. Watch this commercial. They usually air this during big events.
Hey Cam, thanks a lot for coming to my school today.
No problem, Nate.
I promise to exercise and eat right.
Don't forget 60 minutes of play a day, right?
And I'll grow up to be big and strong like you.
Absolutely.
I'm playing in the NFL.
Yes, sir.
You draft me #1.
Maybe.
Become the starting quarterback of the Panthers.
Okay.
You can be my backup.
Excuse me?
And make Panthers fans forget about you. And become your mom's favorite player.
Whoa.
I'm just loosening my arm.
So obviously this commercial, when you look at it, it attracts both viewers' attention. It gets the parents' attention because obviously it's funny, and you can see that if you're a child watching this and you see a kid talking to one of their favorite players, a star in the NFL, encouraging them to get out and have fun and play, and the fact that even Cam Newton, an NFL player, is telling you there's a possibility of your future as being great. Benefits of Play 60 is that physical activity helps build and maintain healthy bones as well as muscles, and it also reduces the risk of developing obesity and other chronic diseases. This is from the biomedical research team, and they also came out with something I thought was interesting. It reduces feelings of depression and anxiety, and that's obviously another, I don't know about you guys, but I've lost a couple friends from depression and type thing, and they said that's another raising awareness that people should be taken care of, taking a look at. And if this is one of the reasons, and this is obviously something we should look into, gets the kids off the couch. I mean, parents are always, and you're always yelling at your younger sisters or brothers, like I am, get outside or do something instead of just staring at your phone all day. It also, when you have a family, allows you to spend more quality time with them. I mean, you can go outside and catch, introduce them to something you've been doing like back in the day, or get them doing what you used to do. Daily activities. You want to encourage your kids to go outside. As I said earlier, a lot of kids look up to not only professional athletes or any type of other people, they look at your parents and they like to see if you tell them something, encourage them to get out there. If you get out there yourselves, you just volunteer to go out, I'm sure they will have fun to go out there, just mess around. And as well as I was going to bring up, you can encourage new types of activities. This brings me to the next point. I mean, me and my friends, we had a million games that we would make up or just play. And I was wondering if any of you guys remember some of the games that you used to come up with or play when you were younger. Any backyard games or after-school games or anything?
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
Hide and
Hide and seek, oh yeah. We would do hide and seek or manhunt. That was one of my favorites. Anybody else?
I actually used to play soccer.
Yeah, soccer, any type of organized activities too also are always encouraged. I mean, I played baseball since as long as I can remember.
Tag was pretty big.
Oh yeah, tag, you got all freeze tag, all those other tags, TV tag,
Water gun.
water fights.
Ball.
Ball ball. Calling butts up. I can see there's a lot of examples. I mean, if you ask any of your kids, hopefully they know some of the main ones, but I haven't heard anyone mention wall ball or manhunt in a while, and I think if you brought that up, that kids these days, anyone would be willing to play those games. I think, in conclusion, be a role model. I mean, promote physical activity, promote good health. Beneficial habits start at a young age. If you bring this up when they're young, they get started a good habit. I mean, I started young, and I'm trying to do it now. It's a lot harder to get a good habit now being healthy, but it's our duty to point them in the right direction, and it's not that hard to get out there. It's 24 hours in a day. It only takes 1 hour a day to get out there and just encourage some activity and have fun. That's it.